Hello there. Another quick tip about ChatGPT, which I get as a question often. So let's talk about should we be polite to ChatGPT and how to formulate prompt in the right position in the text that you give to ChatGPT. So here's the ChatGPT, the smart version. By the way, the benchmarks show that 4.0 and 4.0, which have the multimodal audio capabilities and visual, is worse than 4 on many logical tasks. So here is the fourth version. And now if I go to customize, I will disable browsing, images and coding just to make it not random. Because if I enable browsing, you will not get the point which I'm showing. So I'm saving. And let's start by first things first. So some people think that we need to be polite to ChatGPT because later down the road they can revenge to us, right? So let's write, hello, how are you doing? So let's be polite. I'm ready to help. What's in your mind today, right? So I have a text about industrial revolution. So I will be very polite, like a normal human conversation. And I copied from Wikipedia, added a little bit of just text without numbers on top of it. And in the middle of it, there is the actual, see, on 8022, there were increased fuel efficiency, production, and so on, an invention of all sorts of tools. So I put this text in. So, okay, it processes the text. And then I write my target prompt. Oh, okay, it gives me lots of stuff here. This is the experience you should never do with ChatGPT. This is only viable if you want to learn things from ChatGPT. And even then, keep in mind that ChatGPT do not know everything in the world, and far from it. It's a language model. So write a summary in one sentence using as many numbers as possible. Done. And I will have my benchmark here. So this is one number, two number, three numbers. Let's see if in words there is more numbers. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 3 numbers. So using this method, I got my results with summary with 3 numerical values, even though in text there are many more numbers, like 70, 50s, 80, 93. So these are references, not copied right, but still cotton by factor of 50 and so on. So there's lots of numbers which it missed. So how to do this correctly? So to do this correctly, I would start a new chat. I would not be polite with ChatGPT because it is not a intellectual being. Far from it. It is very simple language model. You see it why I would not be polite in a second. So then what I would suggest to do is to write this prompt first. It's very important that it starts by the verb, and then the prompt is the first thing that happens in your input. And then goes the text itself. And now I will immediately get 1 number, 2 numbers, 3 numbers, 4 numbers, 5, 6, 7. So 7 numbers. So 2 times better answer by not being polite, and also by structuring my prompt so that my target prompt is like this and in front of my context part. And context part is super important, as I showed in another video. So, but then even some people don't do this right. So what I mean by this, so if I write here, and let's not talk about the prompt engineering per se, but just the way how you do it. So if I copy all of my context first, and then add the same prompt, nothing else changed, just the order changed. So I'm running it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4, 5. So 4 or 5, some of these are in the words, but So this is a 4 or 5 numbers. So again, almost 2 times worse performance just because I added this at the end instead of in the front. So why is that so? If I go into the architecture, so this is a transformer architecture. This is the same architecture from early days up till nowadays. So there is these word embeddings, which we can talk another time, and there is a positional embeddings. Positional embeddings, even if you don't understand mathematics, hopefully you will get why the order of these simple prompts is so important. So that means that, like, in which position is my token word in the prompt? And why this is so important? So here is a plus sign. Everybody knows what plus is, what is addition in the mathematics, yeah? Just add 2 numbers together. And these numbers looks like this. So this on the y-axis means which word it is in the prompt, and on the x-axis it means the information of that particular position token. So and what we immediately see that all of the words in very beginning have rich information. All of the words that are down the road have little information. So if you want to have the best output of your ChatGPT, use this pattern. Start with the most important word first and then follow with the next words. It is very important, the order of the words. The longer your text, the less quality outputs you get, but at the same time, you need to have this longer texts, because otherwise you will have no good answer at all. So, and then we can do even better. So we could ask the question, on what data set is ChatGPT trained? And one way to look at this is look at other models. So like Alpaca here, the Stanford models, and they even show what kind of words you should use first in your prompts. Look at this. I will add some links to my video here. Learn these words. These are your best shot for your first token words. Then for the second, for example, classify sentence, generate list, rewrite sentence, explain difference, and so on. So ChatGPT is not an oracle. It is the improvisation theater. It is language model. Don't try to expect from it some things which was it not trained to. And keep in mind all